Hello friends, this is my workflow for working with SDXL. In this workflow, I used CLIPTextEncodeSDXL and also CLIPTextEncodeSDXLrefiner. These two nodes are really great. Okay, and after spending 2 or 3 days, I figured out that what is the best configuration for working with these two nodes. And also, I like the quality, and the output quality is very, very fine. I didn't use any LoRa or any control net or any additional extension. This is only SDXL 0.9. Okay, before diving into the workflow, let me show you some of the results. Okay, because you can see the quality very better. Okay, you can see in all of them the reality, texture, lighting, and consistency. Everything I think is great. And also I did this test for different medium, and also they were very, very great. For example, in this prompt I focused on 3D modeling and asset modelings. It was perfect. This one, all of them are really lovely, and I like the result. The color grading, everything is perfect, and this is the first time that I can see this great output in stable diffusion models without any fine-tuning. Okay, let me show you what is my workflow and what are the important things. To make this workflow, only I used one additional extension with the name of WAS suite, and the reason was that I used some text node from this suite because they were very, very necessary for me. Okay, these nodes are coming from WAS suite, and also this node. This is for combining different texts. Okay, and I have combined these two parts, and after that they made my clip-G, and I sent the clip-G to the CLIPTextEncode. So this is the prompt. I figured out at first it's very better to start with the art medium. For example, sometimes you need photos, sometimes you need hand drawing, sometimes you need print or any other things. So for starting to write your prompt, it's better to define the art medium. After that, you can define your prompt as a sentence, and now it could be very easy because SDXL easily can understand what are you talking about. And here is another prompt. All of them are positive prompt. Okay, actually these two are one, and this is another one. This prompt should be connected to the clip L. Okay, and this is the clip L. When you are using the CLIPTextEncodeSDXL, it needs two different input. One of them is text G, and one other is text L. Okay, for the text L, I figure out it is not necessary to write the sentence. I figure out that again it needs some art medium, subjects or element inside the image. It's all. And you can separate them with a comma. During these 3 days, this workflow worked perfect for me. And this is the rule that now I'm working with that. So here I have another text concatenate node for merging those prompts, and also the clip-L. I merged them, and after that I sent a complete string to the CLIPTextEncodeSDXL refiner, because the refiner encode for the refiner has only one input for text, and I figured out that it needs all the information from the previous input that we used in the CLIPTextEncodeSDXL. And yes, it's all. Here I have a negative prompt. For my negative prompt, I use the unrealistic embedding. I will place the link in the comments. And also I placed some note, some useful text for negative and also for positive prompt. And once you press the Q, the process will be start. And at the top, you have these 4 nodes, okay? One of them is linked, is defining the resolution of the clip text encodes, okay? Both for the CLIPTextEncodeSDXL and also the refiner. And the resolution for the clip text encodes, I figure out it's better to double the dimension from the image size. Okay, for example, now my image size is 1024. Yes, 1024 in 1024. And for the clip dimension, I prefer to use 2048 in 2048. With this way, it can get me better result. You can change that. It's related to you. But based on my experience, I decided to keep that on this number. And the seed, CFG, and step for the sampler are coming from these nodes. And it's all. So once you press the Q, the process will be start. Now I want to show you something, okay? And it's very, very important because maybe it will be something time consuming for you to understand, okay? Here I have a grid test. In my prompt, I wrote this sentence, okay? A boat in the middle of the streets of New York. The streets are full of water, water splash and fog. And also in my prompt, I have this clip-L art medium, water splash, HD, and soft lighting. And this is my art medium photo, okay, because I need a photo. But you can't see any boat in this image, okay? And maybe you will decide to write the boat for the second time and again execute the prompt, okay? Let me do that. But still, I also, let me tell you something, the seed is fixed, okay? But again, we can't see any boat, okay? Still, it's something like a car. I figure out when I have a sentence here with some subjects, okay, it's better to write the name of the subjects or elements that I have in my sentence. Okay, for example, here at the first of this prompt, I'm writing the boat. This prompt is going to the clip L. Okay, clip L, and I figure out the prompt that we have to use for the clip L just should point to some subject or elements or art medium that previously was included in our sentence. Okay, so this time I'm doing the Q prompt, and okay, after that you can see that we have a boat in middle of the street. Okay, so actually after that I figure out, yes, it's very necessary to use the CLIPTextEncodeSDXL and CLIPTextEncodeSDXLrefiner, because if you are using normal text encoder, you can't get two different inputs. Okay, and this is the reason that I tried to combine some of my text and also send them to the SDXL refiner. So in this case, it can work, and also you can see the quality that is very, very perfect about the details, lighting, shading, everything. So the first, it's very, very important. The next parameter that is very important is pay attention to the art medium. Okay, let me show you a sample. Okay, for example, for creating this house. Okay, let me write the prompt. The art medium is dot art style, and my prompt description is only a house facade, and the only thing that I want to send to the clip L is drawing. Okay, so here I have dot art style, a house facade, and here I have drawing. And for my negative prompt, I think it's better to don't use the unrealistic dream, because when you are using this negative embedding, it is very useful for creating realistic image. Maybe we can use some other negative prompt. Okay, and let me execute my prompt. Okay, there is not any house. Let me change the width of the dot art style. And again Q prompt. Okay, still I cannot see any house. So in the clip L, let me write drawing house facade and execute prompt. Okay, this time you can see that we can see the house facade, and it was very important to point to that element in clip L. And yes, this is the style that we have. Also here instead of the drawing, I prefer to use .art and qprompt. The seed is fixed, so the only thing that is going to change is our prompt. Okay, you can see when I am adding only .art, it cannot understand. But if I add art drawing, it can get the concept and it can generate something that we like. So there are some notes for prompting in SDXL, and for example, after testing that, you can figure out that what is the difference between the prompts that you are writing for the TextL and also for the TextG. But based on my experience, it's better to write the art medium, subject or element inside the image. For CLIPL, write your prompt as a sentence for CLIPG, and also define your art medium at the starting of your prompt. There is one other thing that I want to point to that. Let me show you this prompt. And for the embedding, I'm using unrealistic 3. And let me execute the prompt. Check the prompt. I need an inflatable house interior design. Okay. And now easily you can see it generates a great concept from the prompt that I sent to the Stable Diffusion. But normally, if you work with the Stable Diffusion, it can't generate this kind of imagination. Okay, I don't know how to say, but it's completely different form. Okay, and this is the reason. In the art medium, I use these prompts: imagination, phantom, illusion, thought, fiction, dream. It's very important. And instead of the art medium, by using these prompts, if I write photo of an house and executing the prompt, so you can see actually the walls and the ceiling are not inflatable, and only they are some curvy. Okay, so if you need something impossible and something that is very, very unique, at first you have to mention that in the art medium. And don't forget, if you use some prompts like photo, after that it will kill the creativity. The mid journey is very, very perfect, and still I think mid journey is the best for text to image. And one of the reason is the creativity, because when you are writing your prompt in mid journey, it can generate that image with a very, very great creativity, and really I like that. So I am suggesting to use these kind of prompts, okay, for art medium. And when you are using this kind of prompts for your art medium, after that it can help the Stable Diffusion SDXL to increase the creativity. And you can see here. So I hope you enjoyed from this video. From this video, I tried to share only my experience, and yes, I will be happy to answer your questions. And again, if you are one of my patron, you can download this workflow from my patron. And also, if you join my patron, you will help me to continue and doing more research. Okay, thank you for your time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and if it is possible, share my videos with your friends. Thank you. Bye.